Hey guys, just before I get into this video, if you do fancy picking up yourselves any Ultimate Team coins, then you can check out GameGoldTrader.com. Use code FREEZY at checkout. You will pick yourself up a 5% discount. They also do PSN and Xbox One codes over there. So yeah, check all that stuff out and enjoy the video, guys. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to FIFA 15's downgraded players. I know it's a sad moment. Nobody likes to see players get downgraded, but unfortunately the time has come where we're gonna have to cover this subject at some point in the near future. And so today, first on the chopping block is your man Ashley Young. Now I did tweet out, of course, guys, who do you think is going to be downgraded and to what rating? And one of the common ones was in fact Ashley Young. There were a couple Manchester United players, but some of you guys got a little carried away with a few of the players, and you know, that's just unnecessary, really. But let's take a look at Ashley Young. His normal rating card is in fact 82, and I reckon that he could be downgraded to a 79 rated player. He hasn't had all that much game time. He hasn't really been that impressive, and to be honest with you, he just doesn't deserve that 82 rating. I'm sure there'll be a few of you guys that agree with me. I definitely think Januzaj is there to take over his spot, and Young really can't be too pleased with his recent performances. So with that being said, guys, he has been downgraded to a 79. Jeff over here actually thinks that he should have been downgraded possibly to a 78, but I think a 79 will be decent, because moving to an 82 all the way down to a 78 just because of one season, I think is a bit drastic, especially when you know, he's still a decent player. As much as a few of you guys might like to disagree with that, I still think he's a decent player. It's just that recently he's been not up to scratch. So yeah, that's our very first player on the chopping block. Let's take a look at who's next. Second on our downgraded list is in fact your man Casillas. Now, Iker Casillas, he has been a quality goalkeeper in the past, but unfortunately this season he wasn't the preferred goalkeeper. Admittedly, he did play plenty in the Champions League, but that was about it. He only had 2 appearances in the La Liga, and of course he was Spain's goalkeeper, and if I'm honest with you, he wasn't that convincing when he played for Spain, and yeah, it was just not a great season for Iker Casillas, and I think we all have to expect some form of a downgrade. I don't know whether it will be as drastic as an 83. It might go down to 84, but I definitely think he is expected to get a downgrade, which is a real shame, because I remember Casillas when he was, you know, really in his prime, just saving everything. He was unstoppable. He was absolutely incredible. But unfortunately, I think those times are coming to an end, and like I said, he isn't the preferred goalkeeper at Real Madrid anymore, and it's certainly sad times. And Agunar actually agrees with me, although he does have Xavi in there. We're just taking a look at Casillas for now, and yeah, we definitely have him on the chopping block for some form of a downgrade. Let me know, guys, by the way, where do you think these players will get downgraded to? I want to hear your versions, because that's what's a part of the fun, is the discussion about this sort of thing. So make sure you discuss with other people in the comments and stuff. Don't be a dickhead and don't start going mad. Just post your opinion. I'd love to hear it. And that is going to wrap it up for our man Casillas. Let's take a look at the next one. Next up is none other than your man Nando, big Nando Torres over here. So, Fernando Torres has kind of been a bit of a weird player, because honestly, at Liverpool, you would have thought he would have been climbing his way up, on his way to become a great player. He moves to Chelsea, things kind of take a turn for the worst. He doesn't do so good. His rating on FIFA kind of stagnates as well. It's not looking so good, and to be honest with you, it doesn't look like he is going to have a great season coming up. I mean, Chelsea looking to bring in Diego Costa as well, and that should be really interesting when that happens, because I'm not too sure what Torres is going to do. Is he going to make a move? I have no idea. This season he had 16 appearances, 5 goals, 5 assists, 3 yellow cards, and 1 red card. I mean, that's just not good enough, and his current card is 82 rated. It wouldn't surprise me if he gets downgraded to 80 rating, and I don't know about you, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on the Torres situation. I think it's really interesting, because I don't know what I would do if I were EA. Would I downgrade him? Would I leave him at 82? I'm not too sure. I don't think he's proven enough to continue at that 82 rating. I think 80 is about right. Let me know, guys, down below. What do you think should happen with Torres? I think it's certainly an interesting sort of piece, but let me know down in the comments below. So that's it for Nando, and I appreciate the Doge Master for tweeting that at me and reminding me that Torres really hasn't had the best few seasons at Chelsea. Big Soldado is next. Now, Soldado, of course, is another Premier League player. I understand we've had a few Premier League players in a row here, and I would like to hear more of you guys who possibly watch more of the foreign football, or not foreign football, but you know, the Serie A, the Bundesliga, the La Liga, things like that, because I do tend to watch some of the other games, but I don't watch them as religiously as I know some of you guys out there do. I know I've got quite a few German fans out there as well, so I'm sure you guys will be let me know a little bit more about the Bundesliga and who you think should be getting a downgrade over there. Let me know, please, down in the comments. So anyways, we're here to talk about Soldado, and Matthew actually leaves gives me a fantastic tweet. He says, Soldado to get a massive downgrade, only a few EPL goals for Spurs last season, overall slow, lazy, and lacks skill, and he reckons he's going down to an 80 overall. Matthew brings up some very good points there, but again, I think people are just being a little too drastic with these downgrades. You know, for Soldado to go from an 84 to an 80, just over one FIFA, seems a little bit extreme. It is very possible, but I don't think EA would go that far to make that happen. So I think maybe a downgrade to 82 could be quite reasonable, and I think that would definitely be something that I would expect. And yeah, Soldado really hasn't been up to scratch, or at least what people expect, but sometimes players take a couple seasons to adjust. Soldado could be that player, and who knows, next season he could be firing on all cylinders and prove us completely wrong, and then next FIFA he ends up 90 rated. I'm just messing with you guys, but you guys know what I mean. It's a really weird situation when it comes to downgrading players, because just because they had one bad season, they might get a little bit of a downgrade, and then next season they just go off on one, and then EA are left there looking a bit like mugs for downgrading the player. So yeah, that's a little interesting situation that EA are in. Anyways, let's move on to the next player, and that player is Xavi. Now, this really kills me to talk about Xavi, because Xavi, for me, I was kind of, you know, when I watched a lot of football, he was just so dominant in midfield. Him and Iniesta were just incredible in the midfield, and it really sucks to see Xavi looking possibly to leave Barcelona. A lot of rumors saying he's off to a Qatari club, and that really upsets me. You know, I didn't want to change his badge, by the way, just for the sake of that, because I don't know which club he's exactly off to, so for now I just kept his Barcelona badge. But it looks like he could be getting a downgrade. He's just not that force that he was back when him and Iniesta just used to run any midfield whichever way they wanted. So it is a really sad time to see, and I think 86 rated is quite good. Silva over here reckons he could go down to an 85, and I don't know. Let me know, what do you guys think about Xavi? Do you think he'll go down to an 85? Personally, he's an 89 right now, and I just don't want to see him go too far down, because he's such a quality player, and you know, he's a really well-respected player as well, and I'd like to see him keep, you know, some form of rating in FIFA. I understand he probably will get a downgrade, but let's hope it's not too big of a downgrade. I think 86 is a sort of a rating that is kind of fair and balanced, but at the end of the day, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about Xavi's rating. So let's move on to the next player. The next player is the Manchester United, or former Manchester United player, I should say, Vidic. Now, Nemanja Vidic here, he has been one of the highest rated centre-backs in FIFA for quite a while now. You know, there's no doubt about it. He has been highly rated on EA's radar for a while. He was 87 this FIFA. I believe he was 87 last FIFA as well. You know, he's been a high-rated centre-back, and I think it's time that it was brought down a little bit, because he hasn't been playing much for Manchester United, and he has recently moved over to Inter Milan. I believe it was on a free. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was on a free. And it looks like he's going to be spending quite a little while over at Inter Milan, and I think an 84 rating is pretty reasonable. And as you can see, Mark over here reckons that Vidic will be downgraded to an 84 rating. Sorry, I just had to double check that, so sorry if I got a little bit louder there. But yeah, Vidic, I'm sorry, man, but I think your time as one of the top centre-backs in FIFA is coming to an end, my man, and you're going to be downgraded, but I think it'll probably be to about an 84, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, as always. So if you guys would be so kind enough to, in the comments, list every player that we've gone through here, and simply go ahead and just give me your rating, and if you can give me a reason why, that would be so much better, and I'll take a look at it for next video, and possibly we can revise some of this stuff if we were completely off the mark. So I appreciate appreciate that, guys. And last but not least, of course, we got this cheeky chappy who decided to throw in a bit of a joke. Gerrard, he's gonna go down to a 79 because of his zero balance, and that is a kick in the balls to me. Being a Liverpool fan, that is a right kick in the balls. But you know, I had to appreciate someone who's quick on the ball. And there's been so many Gerrard jokes recently. I'm really struggling to keep up with all of them. But yeah, we have that one, and then of course this one as well. You know, the only thing that will be downgraded is the quality of your life by playing FIFA 15. So what a fantastic and happy ending to this video, guys. I hope you did all enjoy it, and if you did, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, and I hope to see you guys around. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes. That would be absolutely amazing. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.